Hi, everybody, and welcome to the Artichoke. Is there anyone here for the first time tonight? Yay! Thank you for coming, and also thank you to all of you who continue to come to keep us going. If you're here for the first time, you might not know that we are also a nonprofit 501c3, as is the Portland Folk Music Society. We've been trying to partner with people like this for these Thursday night showcases to get their members a chance to see Artichoke and us to hear them. And I want to thank Ken for putting this together. These are not easy to kind of corral people and get everybody going. We are live streaming tonight, so if you want to turn your phones off or any other little devices in your pocket, that'll help the live stream. And also, if you want to watch this later, it will be up on YouTube. We have a YouTube channel. So if you want to watch it later, if you missed something really important, you can go do that. A couple of housekeeping things. We have 3 restrooms, one right here in the venue. Probably don't want to use it during the live stream. That's your call. It is noise proof, but the other one is when you came in the door, if you turn right where all the poster wall is, and you see the instrument store, there's one on the back wall of the instrument store. There's also one upstairs if you want to get your steps in. Anyway, I'm really looking forward to this. Arietta hasn't been here for a while, and last time she was here, I wasn't, so I'm very happy about that, and I'm just meeting the other Ken and Bill. So this is going to be fun, and thanks again to Ken for putting this together, and thanks to all of you for coming.
So these things are fun to put together. I don't know how many of you are used to this format. I'm very used to it. And what I like about In the Rounds is that there's always something different. And it helped me out as a writer and as a performer. I've done In the Rounds for 30 years, and I really enjoy this format because I know what I'm going to do now, because I'm going to start it off. But when the round comes back around, to me, I will make my choice depending upon what Arietta throws out there. That I think, okay, now how do I bounce off of that? How do I follow that? But up here we've got Bill Hernandez. And I'm going to let him talk about when he does it. Bill is a director of the Influence Music Hall in Hillsboro. How many of you know about that? See?
All right.
We're going to teach you something new about something that goes on in Hillsboro a lot. Every month there's shows there, but I'll let him tell you about that. And then Ken Vigil right here is a brand new board member for the Portland Folk Music Society. And Arietta Ward is also a long-time Portland Folk Music Society board member, and I'm not bored, so I'm on the board. Just put up with my jokes. I'm going to sing. How many of you know what the Texas State Court is? You don't know? Y'all are from around here, aren't you? Okay, a little bit of music lesson. This is a major chord, technically an F major, 3 notes, F, A, and C played together, okay? And now a little bit of music magic. You take that A note in the middle of that chord, and you drop it down just a half step, and you are in a totally different universe, the minor key. And just this move right here, the major lift, is magic because it affects us. It affects us all in an emotional way, and we don't know why. And I think that's wonderful. Now, if you take that major chord and you add a 6th note to it, you hear that? Ba-ba. Yeah, that means you're swinging. I'm feeling like a brand new man. I'm listening to a different band. Ever since you came into my life, heartache took a holiday. Never that a word to say. ever since you came into my life. Ever since I heard you speak my name, I knew I would never be the same. And ever since I gazed into those baby blue eyes, giving me a glimpse of paradise, I'm grinning everywhere I go, telling everyone I know. Ever since you came into my life, it's swang spelled with an A. Looking at the list of things I've done, loving you has got to be the one. There's turning everything I touch to silver and gold, giving me a song to soothe my soul. Now we're staying home at night, snuggling by candlelight. Ever since you came into my life, I'm holding on with all my might. Oh, I'm hugging everything in sight. Ever since you came into my life, ever since you came into my life. A little bit of swang there for you. Thank you very much. On to you, Bill.
All right, nice job, Ken. All right, I'm gonna bring it down a little bit. Hello, everyone. My name is Bill Hernandez. It's just great to be here. It's so great to see my friend Ken here. Our daughters played soccer together 20 years ago. They were called the Fireflies, and I produced a couple of videos for the elementary school in Ainsworth, and Ken did the music for it. So it's really great to be here. As Ken mentioned, I am the music director for a nonprofit in Hillsborough called the Influence Music Hall. And one of the things we do a couple of things. My job, they have a First Tuesday art walk in Hillsborough, and there's maybe like 20 businesses that take part, and my job is to place musicians into these venues. And Ken's been part of that for a couple years. And the other thing is we put on an open mic every Friday night. We've never missed an open mic in 18 years. So if you're ever interested about attending an open mic, and it's similar to this, where people just sit and listen. People are encouraged to just sit, and if you want to talk, please go outside. You get the stage for 3 songs or 15 minutes. So if you want to know more about that, please hit me up. And I'm going to do a song called, I started writing music after my divorce about 10 years ago, and I tell people, if you ever want material, just get divorced or do online dating. But this is a song, if anyone's ever come across a narcissist, my prayers and thoughts are with you. But this is called Your Side of the World. These days, if I think about you, there's not much that I recall. Your hair might have been black or brown. You might have been short or tall. These days I go days not thinking about you. You're the last thing on my mind. Just as long as you stay on your side of the world, and I'll stay on mine. Just as long as you stay on your side of the world, then I'll stay on mine. These days I wake up bright and early, no more memories to unwind. Oh, I'll bet your favorite game is Twister. You sure got a twisted mind. These days I go days not thinking about you. You're the last thing on my mind. Just as long as you stay on your side of the world, and I'll stay on mine. Just as long as you stay on your side of the world, and I'll stay on mine.
Bill Hernandez.
Thank you. Thank you.
And I'm pronouncing it right. Next, we have Ken Vigil. You got that VB in there?
You're doing great, thank you.
Thank you. I'll work at it.
Today is my sister, Paula Diane's birthday. She lives in Morgantown, West Virginia. And when I was talking to her on the phone, she said, "Sing me a song tonight." I said, "Okay. Which one would I sing for her?" So I figured, this is my newest song. So this song kind of came to me from a dream. I don't know if you guys get your songs that way, and I dreamed that I was performing, and I was working on songs, and there's this idea that if you repeat things often enough, you start to get better and you get good at it. And I thought, I've been writing songs for decades, but this idea of writing 100 songs came to me, and I think I've written more than 100 songs. But that idea, and then this idea, I don't know, maybe there's some romantic, first I thought it was romantic friendship, and then after I finished the song, I thought, no, that's platonic friendship there. Anyway, this is a song, again, from my sister Paula Diane, called 100 Songs. If I could write 100 songs, try I may and try I might. If I could write 100 songs, I'd probably get a couple right. Maybe I'd write about the wind, the way it blew the night we met. It moved the trees, it moved the leaves. It moved my mind, but then you left. If I could write 100 songs, I'd probably write a few for you. The way your laughter lingers on, you lifted me while passing through. If I could write 100 songs, digging deep to find some truth, a picture colored of the world, but black and white for me and you. I'd probably write about the moon, the stars and comets of the night, the ones I follow for the muse. glimpse of hope, then out of sight. And yes, I'd write one for a friend, someone that likes I never knew, someone to be there in the end. Someday I'll write this song for you. Yes, I'd write one for a friend, someone that likes I never knew, someone to be there in the end. Someday I'll write this song for you, someone to be there in the end. Someday I'll write this song for you, for you.
Can be healed.
Thank you.
Ms. Zeta.
Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. There you are. Hey. You know, I don't have a guitar, but I'm gonna sing some songs, and this is my first feature round performance. So, thank y'all for being here. Thank you, Ken, for having me. So we're gonna figure out how I'm gonna do this. The song that popped up for me is a song that my mother, her name is Janice Scroggins, and she was a grand musician and a really big influence on me, but for the Northwest at large. It's a song that I performed. It was at a church service, and it was my first praise and worship situation. And usually there's a team. That's when, LaRonda Steele and Marietta Collier, and they were off doing something, so I had to do it by myself. And that was before I became Miss Etta that you see now. That's a whole different person than I was at that moment in time. And it was from, what is that movie? Oh, Brother, Where Art Thou? So I'm sure you know it. I think I probably did it at my first, not Sunday social. What is it? Strawberry social. So I'm like, I don't know any songs. What am I supposed to do? So it is As I Went Down to the River to Pray. If you know it, you can sing along. Yes. If not, it's fine. I'll keep singing. Okay. As I went down to the river to pray, studying about that good old way, and who shall wear the starry crown? Good Lord, show me the way. Mother, oh mother, let's go down. Let's go down, come on down. Oh, mother, let's go down, down to the river to pray. La, da, 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 da. As I went down to the river to pray, studying about that good old way, and who shall wear the robe and crown? Good Lord, show me the way. Sisters, oh sisters, let's go down, come on down. Oh sisters, let's go down, down to the river to pray. Blah, blah, blah. As I went down to the river to pray, studying about that good old way, and who shall wear the starry crown? Good Lord, show me the way. Brothers, oh brothers, let's go down, come on down. Oh, brothers, let's go down, down to the river to pray. As I went down to the river to pray, studying about that good old way, and who shall wear the robe and crown? Good Lord, show me the way. Come on, Father. Oh, Father, let's go down. Let's go down. Come on down. Oh, Father, let's go down, down to the river to pray. As I went down to the river to pray, studying about that good old way, and who shall wear the starry crown? Good Lord, show me the way. Everybody, everybody, let's go down. Let's go down. Come on down. Everybody, let's go down. Down to the river to pray. La da 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 da. As I went down to the river to pray, studying about that good old way, and who shall wear the robe and crown? Good Lord, show me the way.
Arietta Ward.
Thank you.
Woo. Now I know what I'm going to do. We'll stay in the vein. When I saw "Oh Brother, Where Art Thou," and I just knew they were going to have a sequel. I mean, it was just so revolutionary, and it was a marvelous film, and the music was incredible. And I was aware of Ralph Stanley beforehand, but then I became hyper aware of Ralph Stanley. He's the high and lonesome bluegrass guy who sang those songs. And I thought, I'm going to be ready for this. They're going to make a sequel, and I'm going to write some songs for the sequel. They didn't have a sequel. Ralph Stanley died, leaving me with this song, trying to become high and lonesome myself. In the ground just like a stone, and the cup of my kindness never would have found out on my own. You took my pain, took my sorrow, held my heart turned homeward bound, gave me passion for tomorrow, set my feet on sacred ground. Well, it's a long, lonesome highway. Wind and rain cut you to the bone. Right or wrong, I'll take it my way. Pray that I will never be alone. Took my pain, took my sorrow, held my heart turned homeward bound, gave me passion for tomorrow, set my feet on sacred ground. And when the night was through, it was love and you that set me free. the night was through, it was love and you that set me free. When I'm gone, no, don't you mourn me. Know that I have lived to see the light. I am on the path to glory. I can see it shining through the night. Took my pain, took my sorrow, held my heart turned homeward bound. Gave me passion for tomorrow, set my feet on sacred ground. And when the night was through, it was love and you that set me free. When the night was through, it was love and you that set me free. Did you hear Ralph Stanley wailing on something like that? Oh, man.
Wow, okay. You know, one of the, probably the biggest fear I have in life is dying. I'm not sure if there's a word for that, but I'm actually reading a book called Imagining Heaven, and it's this guy wrote about 500 near-death experiences, and everyone describes heaven as this like beautiful, magical place, and they see their bodies as they're rising, and they don't want to come back. I just don't want to find out how it is, but I wrote this song to kind of ease my fear of dying, and it's called On a Train. I'm on a train with Jesus. I don't know where it's going, but I sure trust the conductor. He seems to be all-knowing. I'm on a train with Jesus. I love the scenery. Heavenly clouds all around, angels as far as I can see. I'm tired of chasing the devil. I'm leaving that life behind. So if he asks about me, tell him I'm doing fine. I'm on a train with Jesus, and he's sitting next to me, trying to calm all my fear, but to ease my worry. I promise you a better life. I'll be with you every day, and everyone you've ever known and loved is coming your way. I'm on a train with Jesus. I guess I get off here. I see those pearly gates ahead, a sign saying have no fear. We don't worry about tomorrow. We don't think about the time. And Jesus is getting up with me. I know I'll be just fine. Well, this one-way train was all I needed. The good Lord knew the way. So love your brother, love him deep. You never know when it might be your last day. Thank you.
And by the way, you got gigs coming up. Let us know about it. I will. I ain't shy.
Let's add an instrument here. these holders here, they slip on you, so you got to kind of crank on it a little bit, make sure. And then it gets in the way, a little mustache, or something like that, a little beard here. So I used to play at the old Artichoke. I was on the board of Artichoke Music, and we spent quite a bit of time there with my family. And my daughter Serena is here tonight. And if you look in this painting there, you can find me and you can find her with her violin. And anyway, we, time just goes by so quickly when she was playing the violin and all that. And I wrote this next song for both of my daughters. I have a daughter Maya and Serena that's here. And Maya is our connection with Bill Hernandez and their family. So his daughter Isabel, they went to kindergarten together, maybe even preschool, and they went to college together.
Yeah.
So they have been buddies forever, and we've been family friends since then. Anyway, in this song, I mentioned M and S, and that's Maya and Serena. And when I was getting the idea for this song, I was thinking, when they were younger, my wife Roma's here, and she would dress them up for special occasions, in a little dress or little skirts or something like that. And I had that idea in my mind, and I also had this idea that life is going by quickly. And before you know it, you're looking behind to see what things were like. So those ideas came out in this song. This song is called Little Women. I think I'm going to finger pick this. Little women in little skirts, they work your mind until it hurts. They'll tie you up and ask you how you've been. I've run that race 100 times. Makes you mad, it leaves you blind. Takes you to the outside looking in. But it's alright, there's day and night. It only happens in your mind. Then it's gone, you carry on. You only turn around to see behind. One is M, the other S. They make you laugh, they make you guess. You wonder what is right and what is real. Sometimes they run away from you, other times just passing through. Another turn around the spinning wheel. But it's alright, there's day and night. You know it only happens in your mind. Then it's gone, you carry on. You only turn around to see behind. It's alright, there's day and night. You know it only happens in your mind. Then it's gone, you carry on. You only turn around to see behind. Take it slow, but make it quick. Sleight of hand and twist of wrist, weaving in and out just like a pro. Piecing it together now, pictures of a life somehow, where everyone lines up to see the show. and it's all right. There's day and night. You know it only happens in your mind. Then it's gone, you carry on. You only turn around to see behind. But it's all right. There's day and night. You know it only happens in your mind. Then it's gone, you carry on. You only turn around to see behind. You only turn around to see behind. You only turn around to see behind. Little women in little skirts, they work you hard until it hurts. You wonder what is da 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 da. Thank you.
Can't be here.
For Maya and Serena.
That was beautiful. Well, well, I think I'm gonna go to the jazz vein. Yeah, and sing. I don't know which one is speaking loudest. I guess I'll do Blue Skies because it was a beautiful blue sky day today. You know, and when the sun comes out and the clouds cover it up, just like, oh, clouds, why are you hiding the sun? But you have to always remember that regardless if there's clouds or not, the sky is still blue on the other side of it, you know? So it's one that's dear to me, the song. So, yeah, here we go. Let me find my key. La la la. It doesn't matter. Once I start. Okay. Blue skies smiling at me. Do do do. Nothing but blue skies. Do I see? Da 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 da. Blue days, skies. What? No, the bluebirds. The song they're singing a song. Nothing but bluebirds. Da 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 da. All day long. Da 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 da. Never have I seen the sun so bright. Never saw things going so right. Noticing the days hurrying by. Oh, when you're in love, see how things fly. Oh, blue days, there they are. All of them gone, all the blues and nothing but blue skies. From now on, going back to the top. Here we go, blue skies. Down the line, they're smiling at me. Nails. Nothing but blue skies. Oh, do I see the blue skies and blue birds? They sing, they sing a song. Sing, nothing but the bluebirds. All day long. Now we go to the bridge, yes. Never have I seen the sun so bright, yes. Never saw things going so right. Is it right? Noticing the days hurrying by. Oh, when you're in love, oh, how things they fly. Oh, blue days, da-dee-dee, all of them gone. I'm attacking. Nothing but blue skies. Oh, nothing but blue skies. Nothing but blue skies from now on.
Arietta Ward.
Thank you.
So, the three of us here are on the board for the Portland Folk Music Society. How many of you have ever gone to any of our events?
Oh, yeah, look.
Okay. For those of you who haven't, number one, we have a bit of out, and in the foyer they have two. We call our East Side concert. It's at the Reedwood Friends Church on Steele Avenue. And let's see, we've got one coming up. I have notes. We've got one coming up here on March the 22nd. We've got Heart and Hammer. And if you missed, excuse me, no. Wait a minute. East Side concerts. We've got, John Shane and F.J. Venturi. And if you missed that one, on April 19th, we've got Molly O'Brien and Rich Moore. And that's the East Side concert. Also, monthly, we have a West Side concert over in Beaverton at the West Side, the Southminster Presbyterian Church. And that's where we have on the 22nd, March 22nd, Heart and Hammer. And then April 12th, we've got a good friend, Tom May. How many of you know Tom? Oh, yeah. All right. If you don't know Tom, you go online and find River City Folk, and you'll find Tom. I've known Tom since 1987. I met him in upstate New York. He was doing a show there, but he was broadcasting his show out of I think, Omaha at the time. But he moved here many, many years ago, and he's a real staple for our music community right here. I'll talk more about Tom later. But just to let you know about those activities, those two concert series every month, you can go to the at portlandfolkmusic.com. I can't get used to it, but that's what we got to get used to. So got material out there for both concert series, and we'll talk more about other stuff, but I'm going to shut up and sing. Yes, I get outside in these days. But I'm also one of those people who I just got to sit outside at night and look at the stars, if there are stars, and I think there will be tonight, and look at the moon. I'm a moon child. And the word moon is in a lot of songs. And it's a perfect word for the way we feel when we look at the moon. That vowel, that ooh vowel, is one of the songwriters and singers' favorite vowels to sing, because you can do so much with an ooh. Sunset on the river, water's all aglow. Been sitting on this bank all day, watching it flow. I got a line down in the channel, but I stopped fishing long ago. I'm just sitting, sipping whiskey real slow. There's a gator on the surface, big old catfish in his mouth. As he takes her to the bottom, my heart is sinking south. Drag me down where I don't want to go. Oh, how could she leave me so low? It's been a catfish morning, a catfish afternoon. Tonight there'll be a catfish moon. Here's your part. Catfish moon waltzing on the water. Catfish moon, lazy little daughter of the sun, who's always rolling around too soon. Comes the chorus again. Catfish moon waltzing on the water. Catfish moon, lazy little daughter of the sun, who's always rolling around too soon. Ah, funny how my rambling were the fishing and the whiskey and the throw a blanket on the bow, make love beneath the catfish moon. Here we go. Catfish moon waltzing on the water. Catfish moon, lazy little daughter of the sun, who's always rolling round too soon. It's been a catfish morning, a catfish afternoon. Tonight there'll be a catfish moon. My favorite vowel sound. By the way, we're going to complete this round, then we're going to take a short break, meet and greet you folks, and get something to sip on. And I don't know about them. I've got CDs for sale out there, too. So
I want to thank you for that last song. I really need a whiskey right now, so thanks. Now, before I do my next song, I wanted to, Ken, when we talked about writing songs for your kids, I remember I have 2 daughters, and I wrote a song for my youngest daughter, Isabel, and then I wrote a song for Gabby. And then Gabby was all upset because she liked Isabel's song better. So I said, you guys are done. But I did write a song about both of them. So any song we need to do is just going to include both of them. That's a smart strategy. But anyway, this song was inspired by a good friend of mine. I worked at Nike for 24 years as a video producer, and I had a very good friend, Stanley. And we kept in touch on social media, but then he just kind of dropped off for a long time. I never knew what happened to him. But he showed up recently, and he was in love now. He's in love with this woman, and now he's married. And I've been doing the online dating scene for quite a while, so I wrote him this song and told him he inspired me. And the song is called To Me. You look so happy, Stan, you look like you're falling in love. I guess it's true what they say. There must be angels working above. I can't wait till they work their way to me, to me, to me, to me. To me. You look like like a new match, then you look like you're falling in love. I guess it's true what they say. Before you leave the Lonely Hearts Club, is there something you could tell to me? To me, to me, to me, to me. Tell me your secrets then, it's something I need to know. I've got time and patience, which one do I let go? Tell me your secrets then, it's something I need to know. I've got time and patience, which one do I let go? And now you're married, Stan, you're living in the land down under across the sea. And if your bride has a sister, well then maybe she could introduce her to me, to me, to me, to me, to me. I know someone is out there. I know she's waiting to come to me. Thank you.
So I spent a week in New Orleans a few years ago, and I don't know how many of you have been to New Orleans or spent much time there, but it's so inspirational for musicians, for foodies, for people that are interested in culture, you know, and there's all these churches there, and I'd hear the church bells going off, and then there'd be a second line band that would be heading the other way, or you know, where some of the roots of jazz were from, and the Creole people and the Spanish that came there, and the Native Americans and all that. It's a wonderful place. So I put all my observations kind of into a blender, and I came up with this song. This song is called Eli. And and they were dropping beats, and I thought, I've listened to that song so many times, I love the song, and for some reason I was counting beats and they were dropping a beat, and I thought, well, isn't that interesting? Anyway. Those are my church bells. Eli is an old man now, but he was young and wild before. Fell in love on Bourbon Street, she was a tall New Orleans whore. He liked the dress she wore. His dad had warned about her kind, but man, those legs were long. They laughed and danced and spent the bank dancing to the Cajun songs. They both knew right from wrong. Eli thinks it over now. Then he'll dance for you and get down on one knee. Eli
says, I wonder how will I know when that last bell tolls for me? Will I know when that last bell tolls for me? Will I know when that last bell tolls for me? Da 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 da. He worked the water and he worked the woods. His back was strong and straight. Catching fish and loading logs, his rose kept him up late. Sometimes she made him wait. Then age caught up and drained his cup. His lady left for Spain. He lost his job and then he lost his way. Now he sleeps out in the rain, confused by all the pain. He stops by here for wine and beer. He says he likes the way I think. We talk of revolution, then he'll shake my hand and wink and walk uptown to drink. He lies, he thinks it over now. Then he'll dance for you and get down on one knee. He lies, he says, I wonder how will I know when that last bell tolls for me? Will I know when that last bell tolls for me? Will I know when that last bell tolls for me?
Groove changes are hard to pull off. You pulled that one off, man. That worked.
Well. I guess I'm gonna go down. Howlin' Wolf. I know. This is random. I guess, well, for those that don't know who I am, I'm a singer, band leader, and I've done a lot of things about the town and whatnot. So, like I said at the beginning of this is my first situation up here by myself. Well, I'm not by myself, but usually I have an accompanist or some show tracks. But this is super naked, and I'm
You handled it well.
I appreciate it. It's one of those you have to push through type of situations, but I'm just in awe of all of you because you have these beautiful songs, and I have originals too, but I'm trying to, my mind is in analytic mode, so I'm like, okay, do I insert this or blah, blah, blah. So I'll be ready next time. But the song that I'm bringing forth is a song, it's I think one of my first traditional blues songs I learned, it's Spoonful. Yeah. So I'm getting to my okay, I'll get over my giggles. Okay. It could be a spoonful of coffee, could be a spoonful of tea, but just a little bit of your precious love is so satisfying to me. Think that's right. There's some folks that lies about it. Stand behind it. talking about the spoonful. That spoon, that spoon, that spoonful. Ba-dee, ba-dee, dee. Full of gold, yeah. Huh. Just a little bit of oh, some folks cry behind it. Some folks they lie behind it. Some folks they die behind it. But everybody's talking about that spoonful. That spoon, that spoon, that spoonful. Could be a spoonful of water, squashed from the desert sands. But something about somebody's 45 big and scared the strongest man. And some folks that lie behind it. Some folks that cry behind it. Yeah. Some folks that die behind it. When everybody talking about the spoonful, that spoon, that spoon, that spoonful, that spoon, that spoon, that spoonful, that spoonful. Everybody talking about the spoonful.
Arietta Ward. What kind of gigs you got coming up?
Oh my! What do I have coming up? I'll be a part of the Portland Mardi Gras Ball, put on by the Mystic Crew of Nimbus, over at the I forgot what it's called, the Winter Ballroom on Saturday. And then what else is forthcoming? I have a twofer. Have early and a late show. I'm part of a Women in Jazz series over at the 1905 on Thursday, March 6th. First show, 6:30. Second show, 8:30. All ages. Yes. And a brunch over at Alberta Street Pub on the 8th. And that's a Saturday. And then I'll be up the street on Tuesday, March 11th with my good friends Outer Orbit. And they have residency and pub. So, and if you want to find all that, you can find me and I'll tell you about .com.
Cool.
Yes.
Check it out. We're going to take a real short break here, and if you want to meet me out there in the foyer, I will hand out a bunch of stuff for you about PFS. But we're going to make this a real short break. We'll see you all in about 10 minutes. Okay? Let's do it. Get a stretch. Get something to sip on. And thank you to Artichoke for being this musical home for the entire city. If you're not familiar, if you're first timers here, please check out the website. There's music here every damn day and every damn night. And it's not just down here performance, but they have open mics on Wednesday nights, which include teen open mics. If you have youngsters, this is the place to do it. Bring them out here. It's a wonderful open mic. They have 2 regular open mics. They have the queer open mic. These are Wednesday nights. This is just a beautiful, beautiful. They have 4, yes. 4 a month.
Hip hop, acoustic village, and queer.
So there.
Every Wednesday.
Yeah. But please check out the calendar. There's so many wonderful people, both local and touring musicians, who play here. It's truly a musical home. And it could be yours, too, if you're musical.
Don't forget to tip the performers.
Yeah, we'll take it.
They're playing for free.
I should be talking while I put these damn things on. One of the things that was mentioned, I was talking about Tom May, and at the end of March, I'll give you the date here in a second, he produces a Gordon Lightfoot a presentation of Gordon's songs, and that'll be at the Alberta Rose Theater, and the date is March the 30th. And if you can't remember that, there are posters out there in the foyer. And yes, I'll actually be singing a song for that one. All right. What do we start this out with? I'm going to drop D tune. I'm not going to do that. And Gary on sound there is watching, saying, make sure you know you're not on yet, Ken. There I am, Gary. Thank you. It's here for Gary Furlow, our sound guy here. I just like watching him work because he's a real sound person. All the cables are wrapped properly, except for mine, but that's my fault. This is a song from my daddy. Now in the mirror of my mind, I see my father cast his line, silhouetted in the rising sun. A single dancer in the light, a simple melody in flight. The song begins as the dance is done. Cast your troubles upon the waters. Let them flow into the sea. Live your life as if this morning was all the sunlight you'll ever see. Wrestling demons in the night. Should I run or should I fight? Am I forgiven for the things I've done? In the quiet thunder of the dawn, I know the memory and the song, Dad and the ocean, dancing as one. Cast your troubles upon the waters, let them flow into the sea. Live your life as if this morning was all the sunlight you'll ever see. And as I ponder these simple graces, I find a peace I can't embrace. Cast your troubles upon the waters, and let them flow into the sea. Live your life as if this morning was all the sunlight you'll ever see. That was my daddy. Thank you.
Over the break, I was talking to Ken's wife, Roma, about a pretty crazy experience I had over the summer. I was selected to be on the ABC reality show, The Golden Bachelorette. The show's been on The Bachelor and The Bachelorette for like 20 years, and they figured, I guess, seniors deserve love too. But the whole experience reminded me of the classic Western, The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. One thing they don't tell you when you sign up is that they lock you in a room for 4 days because they don't, God forbid, you see the other bachelors. But I brought my guitar with me. I brought a little mini Martin. And I always write songs about whatever's going on in my life. And I remember a couple of months ago, I wanted to put this song on, I'm on Apple Music and Spotify, and the producer said, you can never, ever exploit the fact that you were on the show. But they never said anything about playing it at a singer-songwriter circuit. So hopefully there's no one from the ABC network out there. But this is called Going to L.A. I'm packing my bags. I'm going to L.A. I might find a wife. I might be back in one day. They had my head examined. They did a background check. I guess they didn't find out I was a teenage wreck. I stole the Woodstock triple album when I was 14. My parents marked their liquor bottles. I'm just coming clean. I'm packing my bags. I'm going to L.A. I might find a wife. I might be back in one day. Ooh, this could be heaven. It might turn to hell. I just signed a contract saying I will never tell. I'm just glad Jesse tells you when it's the final rose My heart is an idiot and my brain is comatose. I'm packing my bags, I'm going to LA. I might find a wife, I might be back in one day. Be careful what you ask for. I manifested this. I had a feeling it might happen. I just hope the show's a hit. But if I come home early, I won't blame anyone. I hung out in a mansion and I had a lot of fun. I'm packing my bags, I'm going to LA. I might find a wife, I might be back in one day. I'm packing my bags, I'm going to LA. I might find a wife, I might be back in one day.
Bill Hernandez.
So were you back in the day?
You know, actually, I was the first one kicked off. Six of us left the first night, and I did the humiliating walk of shame out of the mansion at 6:30 in the morning. So.
And it's all filmed.
You're brave. That's revealing. You know, when I did my last song about New Orleans, I forgot to acknowledge my son because he was with me in New Orleans. And, you know, again, I said I put all this in a blender. He and I were on Bourbon Street, and we were into this Cajun bar dancing and drinking. They call them hand grenades, you know, and there's mostly rum, a little bit of fruit juice and all that. But I was, you know, acknowledged my dollars, so I thought I'd throw one out to Luke. I wrote this next song when I was taking Luke to drum lessons. So my son's a drummer, and this song is called 45 Years, and I wrote it 21 years ago, so if anybody wants to count those up. Oh, and there's a good, let's do two-part harmony on this. So there's a part of the song where I'll do the parts for you. Do, 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 do. So if you guys some can sing that, and then I'll go to the other part. Do, 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 do. So when I get to those parts, if you want to go ahead and sing harmony with me, we'll have fun with that. This one's 45 years. Do, 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 in the dark of the night, when it's cold outside, you'll find me. I'll be hunkered down at the lost and found with 45 years behind me. I'll be hunkered down at the lost and found, 45 years behind me, 45 years behind me. You can ask my name if you've got no shame. You can ask about my family. And I might give it up if I've had enough to blind me. Yes, I might give it up if I've had enough to blind me.
bad enough to blind me. I've lived each day that came my way. I've lived through sin and sorrow. And you just can't tell by the clothes I wear if I'll be around tomorrow. You just can't tell by the clothes I wear if I'll be around tomorrow. Be around tomorrow. Here we go. Da 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 da. 45 years of toil and tears, 45 years to wonder if the struggle and the spit and all of it are worth the price to come here. If the struggle and the spit and all of it are worth the price to come here, worth the price to come here. Da, 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 da,
Can be healed. You changed vowel sounds on us, though. That's my third favorite.
All right, well, I guess I'm supposed to sing this song. I don't say it like that, but it's a song that is mine, and I'll tell you the story behind it. Many moons ago, I began singing again after overcoming extreme stage fright. And my first band that I was a part of, that was a collective, they're called the Doo-Doo Funk All Stars. Okay? And we have a jam. It's still going on every now and again. It's called the Dookie Jam. Okay, so let me explain. When funk is like, if you have a frowned up face, that means it's really good, right? So the Doo-Doo Funk is originated by a dear friend of mine. His name is Tony Ozier. And so that's what he called it. And we were like, I don't know if we can call it that. But he was like, it'll catch on, and it has. And so we've become old heads. Okay, why am I saying all that? Because it's an all-inclusive, all-improv funk jam. Everything's made up off the rip. So one of my superpowers is being able to make things up on the fly. That's just what it is. But it was going really, really big, and we started to have promo stuff. So there was this video that was made, and I was looking at it like, oh, this is fantastic. And my part came about, and I was like, oh, that is a wonderful line. The line is, hold on, don't worry about your obstacles. There's a reason why they're in your way. And I was like, oh, that's amazing, and all the instrumentation going around it. So I based this song around that euphemism. And so the song is called In My Mind, a.k.a. Etta-isms, euphemisms of Arietta. Right? And it's become a prayer for me. Anytime people make me angry or I want to just totally flip out, I start singing this song. And that's just a family trait. My mother used to play and play and play until she found her center. So I sing it and sing it and sing it, sing it until I get back to my happy place. And the chorus was created, I don't know how, but I view it as a gift from my mother, because the course is based on the pentatonic scale. And that was the first scale that she ever taught me. And it wasn't until I was piecing it out for my backgrounds to sing, and I was like, oh, it's all the black keys. And so it just goes up and down, and I view it as a gift from my mom, from the ether, because she had passed on a couple of years before. So I don't usually sing this one a cappella, but it's okay. Well, I did, actually. I did, because we had a faux pas when we did our first PFS board situation. I was like, oh, this will translate wonderfully, but I totally forgot that noise cancellation when you're doing Zoom recording, it just sounds like rumble, rumble, rumble. And I was like, so next time I had an interface and it went beautifully. Anyway, we're going to do this. Giggle, giggle. I hear you can. 1, 2, and let me find my key. It doesn't matter. 1, 2, here we go. Any and everything's possible. It's upon you to have it become tangible. Ding, 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 ding. This is how I sing in the car. Ding, 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 ding. Any and everything's possible. I just repeated myself. It's upon you to have it become tangible. Ding, 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 ding. Now, what's the other thing I said when I was starting before? It doesn't matter. I found it. Don't worry about these obstacles. There's a reason why they're in your way, yes. Every instance is a lesson learned. Just be mindful so you would not mess around and get burned. People run around here with nonsense to say. That just means that you're going about things the correct way. Oh, the right way, correct way. Oh, these are the things that go on. These are the things that go on in my mind that helps me find my way along my journey. Second verse, not the same as the first. Long they come and then they go. It's upon you to know if they should stay and how long they stay in your life. Oh, do they stay in your life? You don't know. Things happen in your life and you wonder why. Sometimes they make you laugh or they can make you cry. When you love someone so much, if you have to let them go, will you be prepared to do such? Can you let them go? It's a blessing to wake up each and every day. You have to trust, submit, follow, and obey, and pray every day. Oh, these are the things that go on, yes. These are the things that go on in my mind. Helps me find my way, along my journey. Hey, this is half of one. Ding, 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 ding. I am bound by no man nor carnal condition. I have seen my vision and it's bloomed into my fruition. Yes, 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 yes. La 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 dee dee doo. What's the last one? To wake and to walk every day is a blessing. Yes, I know what I'm supposed to do. I am here to sing. Yes. Sing it loud, sing it proud, oh, oh, oh. These are the things that go on my journey. Sing it one more time. These are the things that go on. These are the things that go on in my mind that helps me find my way. Yeah, 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 yeah. Along my journey. I gotta be such. Lift your head up to the sky. Know that everything will be alright. These things I know them to be so. Lift my head up to the sky, and I know all is well, and it shall be alright. How do I know these things to be so? Because my mother, Janice Marie, told me these things long ago. So I'm going to lift my head up, and I'm gonna keep my head to the beautiful blue sky. Hey, for all that I know, I know all is well, and it shall be so. I'm gonna lift my head up to the sky, and I know everything will be okay and alright, and these things go about in my mind every day. So I say on this day then talk about my mind. Yes, these are the things that go on in my mind. My mind. These are the things that go on in my mind. I'm just happy to be here on this day. Yes, these are the things that go on in my mind. These are the things that go on in my mind. Thank you.
Thank you, Arietta.
Yeah,
So we're gonna run through one more round here.
Okay.
Y'all like this format? Okay, I do too. I love it. We're going to do another one of these with different people on April the 17th, I believe. So stay tuned and bring 10 of your best friends. Bring them on. That's the way things like this grow. This is our first here. Got a whole lot more about the Portland Folk Music Society. We've got their flyer for our Sing Time Frolics coming up March 21 through 24th. Tomorrow's the last day to register for that. That's a whole weekend of just getting together and swapping songs and swapping food and having a good time. And it looks like we're having a great turnout for that. If you like just going and sharing your songs in song circles, PFS has 3 of those every month. We've got first Sundays, we've got second Fridays, I host that one, and then we have third Sundays. And they're all listed, once again, portlandfolkmusicsociety.org. It's just a weird word. You got to get a little messy to get the most out of life. Whether making love or cooking up a barbecue, lick your fingers, lick hers too. Get the most out of life, you got to get it all over you. Got to go outside and break a sweat, walk barefoot, get your feet wet. Smell the rain and the bacon and the coffee brewing. Gotta stub your toes, skin your knees, lose your way, lose your keys. Taste your tears and the tears of your loved ones too. Gotta get a little messy in, get the most out of life. Whether making love or cooking up a barbecue, lick your lips, lick hers too. Get the most out of life, you gotta get it all over you. Gotta fall in love more than once. and bust your ass more than twice. Gotta find a good friend or 2 or 3 or 4. Gotta hook a fine bass, 5 or 6 pounds or more. Then you give it a kiss and throw it back in the water. Take a picture if you can and let the world know that you caught her. Then sit on the bank and sip a beer. Thank you, lucky stars, you're still here. Don't forget to brush off your muddy butt before you get back into your truck. Yeah, baby, that's messy. I'll clean it up, gotta go fishing one more time. Gotta fall in love more than once. Bust your ass more than twice. You gotta lose a good friend or 2 or 3 or 4. Gotta miss that big old bass, 14 pounds or more. Gotta get a little messy, get the most out of life. Whether making love or cooking up a barbecue, lick your lips, woo-hoo-hoo. Get the most out of life, you gotta get it all over you. Yeah, get the most out of life, just get it all over you. Get the most out of life, you gotta get it all over you. Thank you. I was studying Roger Miller when I wrote that song.
I love Roger Miller. Again, I want to thank Artichoke. I want to thank Ken, and it's good seeing you, Ken, Arietta. This has been great. And like I said, I'm from Influence Music Hall in Hillsborough. If you want to know about our Friday night open mics, just let me know. And the first Tuesday Art Walk is another thing we do coming up. Ken will be playing out there. I think you're playing at Top Remise on Main
Yes,
Street.
I will. Yes. Good food there too, damn it.
I'm actually, the weirdest thing, I learned, I need to learn how to say no. A friend of mine asked me to lead an Irish sing-along on the 16th at the Murray Hill Tap House. Why he wants a Hispanic guy to lead an Irish sing-along, I have no idea. But we've been rehearsing, and I swear, every Irish song is about death or drinking. There's like 50 songs. It's been crazy, but don't worry, I'm not going to do an Irish sing-along here. One of the things I really appreciated about my parents, they always had music going on in the house. I'm from New York, and my mom loved the old crooners. She loved Herb Alpert, but there was one song that I remember she played as a kid, and it was Eddie Arnold, "You Don't Know Me." It was such a beautiful song. It's just always stuck with me, so I wanted to write my own version of that, and it's called "You Don't Know." You don't know what I'm going through, all the sleepless nights, daydreaming of you. You don't have a clue from myself just to get away from you. I'll write your name across the sky. I'll sing a million lullabies. I'll build the towers miles high. You don't know, you're too blind to see. Your reality is just my fantasy. You don't know, and you never will. You take my breath away, you're making my heart still. I'll write your name across across the sky. I'll build you towers miles high. I'll sing a million lullabies. I'll be your every sunrise. I've never felt like this before. I want to open every door and let you walk right in and see every broken side of me. You don't know, you have no idea how much I'm in love with you. Is the only thing I fear. How much I'm in love with you is the only thing I fear. Thank you.
You know, during the recent COVID, we lost John Prine. And John Prine has always been one of my favorite singer-songwriters. And one of the things I love about his music is he could make you laugh and make you cry in the same song. And so this is kind of a John Prine type song that I wrote. It's about this couple that say they're from Salt Lake City. And the guy wants to be a comedian, and the gal wants to be an actress. And they decided they better head out to LA, or at least to the West Coast, to make that happen. This is their song called Lenny and June. Make sure I get the right harp. Okay. Tighten it up. You have to switch out harmonicas when you're playing in different keys. You know, I was talking to Ethan, a friend that's out in the audience here, and he has a chromatic, you know, harmonica, and I told him it'd be kind of hard because a chromatic you can change keys, but you have to push a little slide bar like that. You know. Lenny and June. June was a big girl, ideas and ears. Lenny told jokes that would leave her in tears. Together they set out to see the West Coast, working in cafes to serve eggs on toast. Sunny side up, yeah, and sunny side down. June was the actress and Lenny the clown. Someday in some way they'd make the big time, searching for stardom and just the right line. But the stars in the night, they fall down from the sky, leaving us wishing and wondering why. Len was the first one to get a big break, but one night at improv he made a mistake. A joke about suffering and singing the blues. That room built for laughter was soon filled with booze. So Len left the stage and the stage had left him, nursing his ego with whiskey and gin. Heart of a clown, it was broken that night. It was still in there somewhere, but it didn't feel right. June was persistent, she made all the rounds, script after script, across script around town. Some liked her smile and others her eyes. There were too few hellos and too many goodbyes. But
that she got a small part in a mystery show. Who done it to who? Yes, she wanted to know. She spoke her one line with a slight Utah drawl. It was not what they wanted, not right after all. And the stars in the night, they fall down from the sky, leaving them wishing and wondering why. June's still a waitress, Len's still a cook. June's acting happy while reading her books. Lenny tells jokes to his customer friends, telling himself that the fun never ends. June's still a big girl, still got them ears. Len cracks her up when they've had a few beers. A rundown apartment out on the west coast, still working in cafes that serve eggs on toast. But the stars in the night, they fall down from the sky, leaving them wishing and wondering why. Yes, the stars in the night, they shoot down from the sky, leaving us wishing and wondering why.
Can be healed.
Thank you.
Arietta, take us home.
Ah, yay! Do y'all want to sing with me? Yeah. All right. Well, I'm going to close with a traditional, I guess it's fairly traditional, Trouble War No More, a.k.a. Down by the Riverside. This song is super special to me. It's one of the ones that it's kind of a bittersweet thing. I first sang it with my mom. Her and beloved Linda Hornbuckle, they used to have the Old Time Gospel Hour at the Portland Waterfront Blues Festival for years. And then in 2014, my mom passed away unexpectedly in May, and then Linda passed in October. And one of my first times singing on a big stage after my stage fright, I was able to sing the song during that time with them, but also I sang it in 2015 when we paid tribute to them at that year's Blues Festival. So it's just one of those things, and it always brings me so late to sing it, so y'all have to sing with me, okay?
Cool.
Okay. I haven't played my tambo all night. I can play the tambourine to see how loud she is. That's right, I won't be like I do in the clubs. Gonna lay down my burden, down by the riverside, down by the riverside, down by the riverside. Gonna lay down my burdens, down by the riverside. Study warm, I'm doing another verse. I'm gonna lay down my sword and shield down by the riverside, down by the riverside, down by the riverside. down some burdens. I'm gonna lay down my burdens down by the riverside. Down by the riverside. Down by the riverside. Wanna lay down my burdens down by the riverside. Study war. No more. Yes. Very good.
Arietta Ward. Thank you, Arietta Ward. Ken Vigil. Oh. I'm messing up.
Bill.
Bill, excuse me.
My good friend.
Ken Fernandez.
Bill Hernandez.
Bill Hernandez. And my name is Ken Gaines. You're at the Artichoke Music place. There's music going on here all the time. If you want to learn songwriting, if you want to learn instruments, things like that, they have those things upstairs all week long. Check them out. Artichoke Music. Good night. Thank you.
Hey, Roma,
Barry.
could you take a picture real quick? Do you guys mind seeing just the first quick picture? Thank you.
I'm kind of hoping you guys could all stand up and we could get you without the microphones too. Okay.
We can do that. We can do that. Sorry, Bill.